Hello, welcome to another episode of Mine Colonies. Today, gonna be doing slightly different. It'll be a little bit slower of an episode. I got these builders working on making some hallways down here. And in each of these hallways, I'm gonna have a residence. And I'm gonna do this periodically throughout the colony. So each one of these lower areas can have two residences, two residences, 8 per room, which means I can have 40 colonists in total at tier 5s. I'm going to do that at each one of these intersections. I have this one over here. I'm going to have one back here. And as of right now, I'm planning on having one down here, which I think I have the one down here actually started construction. Then over here will be the scorched hall. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in these other directions yet. Well, I did add a couple more mods. One, I know it's one I was hesitant on adding even, but I got tired of colonists dying, so I added the magnum torches. Which that just prevents mob spawning in a certain area. I got tired of the builders always dying whenever they dug out stuff like this. And another mod I added is one called free cam. What free cam is I can fly around just like spectator mode, but I'm still in survival. I can fly around with the camera. I'm not gonna use it to go cheat in caves or anything. The idea for this one is it'll help me line stuff up. So I wanted to do a residence. I can just quickly line it up, and it's just helping me line stuff up, as well as I can go through the wall and just kind of watch them building. Which this one's kind of digging in an awkward pattern. Yeah, it's not intended to cheat. Yes, I can see through caves. Don't plan on really doing that. But yeah, that's the two new mods I got. At least I can think of that I got. And like I said, today it's going to be mostly supplying the builders with the materials they need. Which I actually might have all that stuff on me. Or in the warehouse. Because I got the scorched hall. One more stone upper safety stair, which is going to be on the other side of the tasty hall. Then the two stone lowers, which is where my residences are going to be. Then after they finish that, the the stone lower over there, I'm going to be putting a guard post up. The exact location, I'm slightly forgetting where I wanted to have it. But, I think this was one I was looking at. Yeah. Because there's that guard tower. This guard tower, which is an actual tower. Gatehouses, which I'm not interested in. This one I think is more intended for in the corridors. The big connector rooms. But I'm probably gonna use some of those later on, but for now don't plan on it. And like I said, the default, not default, alternative guard tower. Can I come in here? Yeah. My plan is to place it somewhere about right here. Because that's going over 2 chunks, which is a good thing. Then right here is where the university is going to be going off of this tunnel. And I think from here, I'm just going to use some of the large corridors and build out this way until probably this edge. And just like kind of expand that way. My end goal is to have this colony take up this entire island, which is not a big colony and it's not a big island. However, it is going to be going out towards this way some, as well as it's going to be stacked instead of like just all flat. And then my scorched hull is going to be right here. And on the other side of the scorched hull is where the mine is going to go. This must be underwater. So that's kind of the plan for now. And this is an even amount of blocks instead of an odd amount. So I can't have it centered. But I figured this little just guard nook will look good. Cause it's not fancy. This is a tier 5, this is tier 1. I don't need it to be fancy, but guard towers, they do expand the colony bounds. And with me building a lot with a lot of my builds, the corridors and stuff, they do not expand the colony bounds. So I actually do need stuff like this. I'm not gonna need it everywhere, but if I want to expand more, I will. Um, can actually go get one of my guard towers and go ahead and get them started on that whenever they can. This is what I like about this mod. It's city planning, and it does take some thinking about just how I want to do it. Because the next thing I need is going to need to be the university. I know I need to build the farm, but university is what will allow me to make the stuff like the blacksmith and whatnot. I know over here I haven't decided which is which. One of these directions is going to be the farm or a farm. The other is going to be the animal pens. I don't remember the keybind. Recam. Okay. I did just realize I made one mistake. I need to actually be able to go to it to access it, so. This is kind of a little bit cheating, but this is one of those things that I actually have to do. Build option. Build building. I just have to do that so I can actually start the constructions. I did not think about that. But VCAM will come in handy there. Another thing I did between episodes, I found chickens and I named them Toad. That one's Toad, and there's another one somewhere. This is Todd. Todd and Toad. They were just hanging out upstairs. I know I hatched one of them last episode, just randomly chucking an egg. But one of them made their way downstairs. The other was stuck in the residence upstairs. I got name tags and decided to finally give them names. I don't have a temporary waypoint. Oh, This is where I've been getting gravel from. I guess I can actually... I don't only have that one. The geode waypoint I do want to keep in case I ever do need a amethyst. Even though I don't know what I can use it for. Okay. Yeah. This one. I can make a different magnum torch. Tinted glass, which I know that's... I'm not 100% sure what it is for. Skull... Calibrated skulk sensors, those would be nice. Okay, so... Yeah. I did... Also, I forgot about this. I added 2 armor trim mods. One of them where the individual trims give a different effect. And another one where the material on the trim will give it a different effect. So like Spire Armor Spear will give me strength. Wild will give me Hero of the Village. While Amethyst will give me Night Vision, just for an example. Versus they all just give different stuff. Functional. Yeah. I wanna see what that was. Lapis and emerald. Functional armor trim experience boost. Okay. And emerald must have been that gossip boost. I don't know what that actually is. So yeah, this will actually get me to play around with some trims. I know some of these are actually really OP. Like conduit power on a tide. Slow fall, jump boost is what I want. I won't need water breathing with conduit power. I do have coast armor trims though, so. Health boost I'm not gonna need. Resistance will be nice. Absorption won't need. Regeneration will be one I want to get. Um, swim speed, gossip, knockback, fire, speed, thorn, night vision, just better armor. So I'm gonna want to get eyes from the Stronghold Library. So he's still digging that out. They're both just still digging. After I get my library place down though, and that's, I mean, not the library, the university, I will do the start upgrading everything to level 2. Because I'm fairly certain, if I remember correctly, I can upgrade the builder's huts to level 2. Then after I get the builder's huts to level 2, I'll need to upgrade the town hall to level 2, and I can upgrade everything else. I believe that's how it works. Yeah. So actually, I should have upgraded these a long time ago. Especially this one with how easy it is. Another thing probably later on in this episode, I will be getting more pistons and observers and add this same kelp farm, but on this side. Just to increase the rate. Yeah, because it's good, but it can be a lot faster. I also realized I have storage drawers. And I can use these. And I think I still have a lot of emeralds. Yeah, I still have a decent amount of emeralds. So yeah, I can actually do that right now. I'm gonna keep these ones just because if I did go through and change these, I would have to do more hoppers or shift stuff over. Plus, it'd just take even longer for this to get going. But I don't want spruce. I want. What's the spruce look like? I'll do spruce for these. That was a very quick change of mind. Okay, so never mind on that then. Unless there is an upgrade that would allow me to pull stuff out. That one might, but I can also just do that. And I'm fairly certain I can. Yeah, I can hopper stuff and just not out. Um, I don't think I have any spare hoppers at the moment. And I know iron I am kind of struggling on right now. Let me take those off. I don't have any hoppers on me, so for now that'll do. All these that I mistakenly made. I'm still upset about it. I'm sure I can find a use for them later on, eventually though. So I'm just gonna kind of wait for all these buildings to be done. And I will be back when they are. Okay, so I've left my builders going for a while. Both the builder huts are upgraded now. Over here, this guy is still digging out the scorched hall. It's going so slow with the water. Then on this side, this staircase is done. The little security office is done. And she's digging out this scholar hall right now. So that'll be hopefully by the end of this episode, their rooms are at least dug out. They are going to be finished definitely by next episode. But for the rest of this episode, I want to go into the Nether. I got me just copper gear for now. Not great. It's equivalent to chainmail. But I put the gold. I did this mainly for the gold. Because of one of my trim effect mods, if I use gold as the material, piglins will not attack me. And it makes them neutral. I mainly want to try finding preferably another fortress, but I'd be fine with just a bastion. And I have plenty of cobblestone on me too, so yeah, see, they're neutral to me now. I think I actually want to go out this way. I want to try getting the Nether fortress because hopefully before episode 10 I want to visit the end. And I am way, way high up in the sky. I didn't realize how high I was. Oh yeah, Y83. I really did not realize I was so high in the sky. Gas over there. That is actually a bastion right there. Problem is gonna be getting down to it. Like I said, I'm fine with a bastion. I would have really preferred a fortress though. Then I decided the next mod or set of mods I want to add is going to revolve around fishing. Just so I can get better poles. Oh, those are piglin boots. I didn't think about that. Oh my god, that's such a good find. Smite, mending. I forgot that I needed another apple too. I forgot about the netherite smithing template. That's a good one. Actually. Bastion. Save. Now I can go explore it more if I can find the staircase down. Grabbing the lanterns just because, and I know I need a ton of them. I personally don't have a use for gilded blackstone. I don't think so. No. Damn. Oh, well, I'm gonna go back there and I'll be back on when I get there. Okay, so I made it back to the bastion. I got my stuff back. Right now, I just got those hoglins right there. It was easy getting back here. But I also looted this chest. There's pretty much nothing in there. I saw this room. And while I don't see any chest in here, there are a ton of lanterns. Which again, lanterns usually pretty much useless, but because of this, the colony I'm working on, they are very valuable. Yeah, look at all these lanterns. I hate, but I'm happy I saw that chest. There's just so many lanterns in here. I'm not gonna get them all right now. Chest was one of those floors. That's another piglin boot, but... Oh no, he's not. I think this is actually two bastions just sitting right beside each other instead of one. Crimson Island is actually a really good one to get. So, with the bastion conquered, I'm gonna continue for the journey to find another fortress. And one thing I want to know, what would you guys feel about adding the Waystones mod so I can have a little bit of teleporting to places I've already been, just so I'm not having to run back and forth? I'm not gonna directly add it, but I have seen it on CurseForge many times and I've been tempted. I just don't know if it'll still be kind of in the spirit. That's another bastion. That is another fortress. I'm gonna just keep you guys with me while I make the trek to the Nether fortress. From the bastion, then once I get there, I at least will be able to kind of get a scout of it, get some blaze rods, and I'll be one step closer to the end. Get 16 of these. That's enough to start just a basic Nether wart farm. Sadly, this is not the update with the Happy Ghast, so I'm not gonna have enough cobblestone. Or I did throw a couple stacks in here actually. I will have enough to cross this gap. It takes so long for lava to drain in the Nether. That's a ghast. I just fully guessed on where I had to turn. before I forget. Okay, so that's relatively cheap. 150 meters away. And need to go up some, then I'll be there. This is a very large one, it looks like. Unless it's just two side by side. Um, I don't know what to do. Oh no. Okay, so I accidentally deleted the waypoint, but I made it back here with a bunch of gravel. My body is still alive. So I'm hoping that I can still get to it. If I just kind of gravel around here. I came here not knowing if it would still be there. I'm so thankful it is. Don't need soil. I'm so happy about that. I came back here fully expecting to lose my... I lost my loot. But... thankfully... the... corpse mod saved it all. There is a blaze spawner. Gotta run. How did I not get any blaze rods from that? Put those in my offense so I can keep track of how many I have. To go to the end, I need at least 6. But the more the better. How's my copper armor not taking any damage? I'll be back again. Okay, so made it back, got my loot, and got 6 blaze rods. I would like more, but I don't know if it's worth it to stick around. It's now the wither skeletons are spawning. But I got some, so wasn't complete wasted trip. So I think I'm just gonna go back to the base. And this video here, it's already about an hour long. And you guys have a good one. Bye bye.